you're gonna get here, open it, tap to wake up, filter readings, put in your initials, and then you're always gonna, when you come to do the filter changes, you have to make it run before you write things down. So you hit start and wait for this to finish. Then it will say this, as long as everything sounded normal. There, you hit no, and then it gives you a set of readings which will correspond to the blanks on your data sheet. The left half will always be done from the week before, and you fill out the right half. So make sure to fill out this top section as well, and then there should be 5 sections that you click through and transcribe down. So do that. So I've completed my sheet. The screen looks like this, and now it's time to actually change the filters. So you're gonna, for each of the 5 boxes, you're going to open them up and remove these filters. They all have a little lever, depends upon, sometimes they go up, sometimes they go down. You can't mess with it. This one happens to go up to begin with, and you push it until the filters pop out. Most of them will pop out on their own. Sometimes you just do it until you can grab it out. And then you're gonna pull them out and replace them with the other red ones. They're all color-coded. It's very straightforward. I have now removed all the filters from every single container. So then these will go back in the previous week's bags, which is week 2. And I'm gonna take week 3. Week 2 to 3 has a really interesting twist. You take, in the week 2 ones that you just took out, there's going to be 1 cartridge that has a black ring. You're going to pop each one of the black rings out, and then put the rest, the 3 remaining ones back in week 2. And you're going to take the black ringed one and put it into, put it into the blank spot in this one and replace them. So we'll go through that. We'll do it for the red. So it pops out very gently. This will go back in week 2. You get the red one from week 3 and just gently pop it in there until the black ring is on the top. Sometimes it has to be wiggled a little bit. And you're gonna do the same thing for all of them. And this is only in week 2 to week 3. Also, these little red cartridge tops can just go back into the bag they came from. So we're gonna go do that for everyone. Now every single week 3 cartridge is full. We transferred the black ring one over, put all of the completed week 2 ones, which are all missing a hole now, back in the bag with the completed week 2 sheet. That can go back in the box, and we're done with that. Now each one of these are going to be put back into their color-coded box. We'll do the red, for example. You're going to look on the inside of the box, and it'll tell you here which way to put them in. They all have little red rings, and sometimes they go in differently. So this one, the red rings go in upside, correct side up, and then you're going to reverse the switch and pull it down. Every single other one will stop when it gets to the right amount of time, or how far it goes down. The red one doesn't, but just whenever it stops moving is when you stop. So it doesn't move anymore. That's good. It's done. Close her up. I'll show you yellow since this one actually stops when it's supposed to. This one, the red rings also go up, so orient it in here on the 2 little knobs. Pull it down, and this one and all the others will also stop when they're supposed to stop. So close her up. This is very user-friendly. If you put them in wrong, it's not gonna break it. It will let you know on the screen when you go to run it that something's done incorrectly, and it will walk you through it. So we're gonna put the rest of these in. I've now replaced all of them. So it's time to run the machine for a second time. Every time you come and do the filter changes, you run the machine and write down the numbers once, then change them, and then you run the machine and write down new numbers a second time. So it's gonna you do that part twice every time you visit. So we're gonna say filter change completed, and wait for whatever this is. Yes, this happens on week 2 into 3. It's confirming that we switched the black rings over. Continue, and then start the readings. So it's finished running for the second time. We're gonna pull the new sheet out of, this is week 3, since this is the week we're going into, out of week 3 bag. This one will have the return label stapled to it, so we're gonna peel that off. We'll use that next week, but just keep it safe. I usually just stick it in the bag in here. And then this is prep for next week, so we're gonna fill out the left side with the same. There's 5 slides, and they correspond to the blank spaces here. Make sure you fill out the top as well, so we'll do that. So this is what the completed sheet will look like on the second time you run the machine during the filter change day. Fill out the left side, because this is now the week 3. Where is it? Well, yeah, this is the week 3 one. Just trust me. But week 3, and the next time you come back next week, you're going to fill out the right side on the first time, and then start the process over again. So to complete, we go continue. None of them are out of range. No. And filter readings are complete. So we finish up, close her up. You don't have to turn that off. It turns off by itself. And I usually just keep things tidy and organized. Week 3, and I'll film more another week so you can see one that doesn't have the special week 2 to 3 transfer. I'll also make sure to film for all the other stuff like shipping and the SD card and stuff. So we'll go over that another time. We're back at the air filter shed, and this is going to be changing the week 3 filters. So we're going from week 3 to the week 1 of the new box. So like last time, tap it, filter readings, your initials, start. Everything went fine, so no. I'm going to copy these down onto the week 3 sheet, and all 5 pages of this going into here. Copied everything down. Now we're going into filter changes, so that's going to be opening all of these and taking them out. We're going to do that. There's nothing fancy that has to happen with these ones. That's only on the week 2, so just put them back in the week 3 bag with the paper. I have a brand new box here. It arrives on the doorstep at the visitor center, usually about a week ahead of time. But we're gonna go to week 1, take out the filters in here, and put them all in to the right weeks. Again, they're color coded with the red, which side the red rings go up or down, and then you just move this down or up depending upon which one it is to smush everything together. So filter change is completed. And we'll start it again. And copy the 5 sheets from this onto the new week 1 sheet, the left side. Week 1 has fewer lines. This has all been filled out. We'll continue. Everything's fine. And then the special thing about week 3 is you change the SD card. In the week 1 bag of the new box, there's a little SD card, and we'll switch it. So it's right here. You just press on it for it to come out. There, it goes in this way, the little notch on the downside, and the copper bits pointing to the left, the sticker pointing to the right. So we'll switch those out. Slide it back in, and if you need instructions, it's there. But card removed, card inserted, and then initializing. Card is done. And that's good to shut up and leave. This SD card you'll put back in the little container. The battery life is hard. I can't multitask. Okay. And then I usually put it in the week 3 bag of last week's. In there. And in this box, the old box with everything done, there's going to be, this is usually stapled to the week 3 paper, but we took it off. So we'll close everything up. There's no real method to getting these to fit. They can turn any direction as long as they fit in there. And they reuse the blue boxes, so sometimes they get a little bit old and beat up, but that's fine. Really get it in there. Doing this one-handed is really hard. When you get back to the office, you'll tape it, and this can be placed on top of the old sticker. Just put it exactly on top. Like that, new sticker. And then once you tape it, you just set it on the porch of the visitor center, and they will come and pick it up eventually. Sometimes it takes a while, but cleaning up my stuff from today. Leaving the current box here. Take this to the visitor center, and don't forget to turn off the light if you turned it on, and lock up. Welcome back to vlogging with Bridget, I guess. This is the easiest week. This is week 1 into week 2. There's nothing fancy. It is literally just changing the filters and writing down. There's no SD card or funky switch of the little cartridges. So just go to filter readings, your initials, and start. Everything was good. So we copy this down. That's completed. Go continue. And we're gonna change the filters and put in week 2. Just a reminder that these go in with the the 2 holes here and here, directly oriented towards the front. They go over these 2 little pegs in the bottom here, 1 and 2. The sign will tell you which way to put them in. So for this one, it'll be red circles up. Make sure these are facing to the front. If you need complete instructions on how to install or remove these, it'll be in the first segment of this video. But line them up. They fit in pretty snug. Pull it down. The red one is the only weird one where you have to stop it yourself. Just stop it when it stops moving. All the other ones will turn off on their own. Again, if you needed, if this was when you were removing them, what you do is you reverse it until they pop out. You'll hear a little click. Watch them pop out. Like that, as if you were removing them. But anyway, install all of this week. Filter change is complete. Sometimes this takes a while, so we'll hit start. And then copy these down for the left side of the next sheet. Like normal. Everything is filled out, so nothing is wrong. This is so difficult sometimes. And then done. And that's the easiest week. A few notes about this, just in general. The new box gets delivered to the visitor center. As soon as I have it, I bring it here. But everything you have should be here. There are some cheat sheets and pens and tools if you would need them. There is Wi-Fi, which I will give you if you need to do troubleshooting from here. Another thing is there is a light. Just make sure you turn it off if you use it. Occasionally there will be some wasps that live in here. Do not be alarmed. They're usually fine. And they're not even usually here, but just be careful. And filter changes have to be done every week, once a week, and you can do them on any of the yellow days. So there's always at least 2, and they typically fall within the week. I don't think they ever fall only on the weekends. So just once a week. It shouldn't take too long, maybe about half an hour. And then just remember to turn off the light and lock up when you're done.